I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
DM Watts.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
Unapologetic.
Let's get it. What's going on, everybody? I am Davey.
I'm Misty.
And I am wiping lipstick off because my wife kissed me on
I
there.
like to kiss you. You look good in my color.
Yes. But welcome to another episode of DM Watch Podcast, guys. Real quick, crypto.com, NFTs. Make sure you guys do a search for Misty. You can find our NFTs on there. DMWatchPodcast.com is where you can find the videos as well as all the other streaming services. Okay, Doge, AMC, Saitama, and Shiba. And Nisa says hello. She's right below us. Trust me. You don't see.
Hi.
Yep, and so does Carter. They're both here. So getting right into it. Okay, unless you've been living under a rock, Ukraine. This is happening, folks. It looks like things are going and going and going. Not to make this about politics and war, blah, 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 blah. But it would be a good time, I would say, to stock up on some things. You know what I mean? It's
if you can find anything.
If you can find anything. But here's what I do have to say about this. Don't be scared to go beyond, I only go to Walmart. I only go to these places. Like, look, man, all these are still a good place to go to. Like, look, Family Dollar, your dollar stores and stuff like that. Look, dude, just get the stuff. The stuff ain't gotta be, oh, I only do Honey Nut Cheerios. I don't do Honey Nut Toasted Oats. But look, I only do survival. I don't do bouginess. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I do, but not when it comes to survival.
And I'm like, who are you fooling?
Yeah, I do bouginess, but not when it comes to survival. I do bouginess when there's time for it.
No, but I mean, seriously, but aisles are bare anyways, and it's because of supply chain issues. Now you thrown in, a potential war, probably war. Gas prices are insane. Food prices are insane.
Gas prices are ridiculous.
So
our gas went up like easy 20 cents already over the past week and a half, or probably about 2 weeks. Gas has gone up about 20 cents.
Just yesterday it jumped because of the announcement of Ukraine and all that. And we got National Guard being sent to Washington because of the truck convoy.
the truck convoy. I'm like, dude, I don't understand what you're doing.
It's
helping
enough.
With that. You're not helping
Everybody's
anything.
easing restrictions.
What are you doing?
Actual fuck are you thinking you're going to accomplish?
And it's
get off. It's not political. We've run it out. We're doing the best we can.
Just chill out with it. You know what I'm saying? Look, we get that people are tired of mask mandates. We get people are tired of vaccine mandates and so on and so forth. Look, you can have whatever opinion you want. Ours is, look, shit keeps you safe. All right, cool. You can be like, oh, it's encroaching on my freedoms and blah, blah, blah. All right, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. But, our opinion about it is simple. Where's all that freedom talk when you could possibly be on your deathbed? Yeah, I don't understand. Like, where's that? Like, hey, well, at least I didn't, sell my soul to the man by doing this. But anyway, seriously, guys,
all of it.
Yeah, we're tired of it all, man. Like when it comes down to this Russian Ukraine stuff, look, we got to say this. Look, you're missing the bigger picture. There are a lot of people about to be affected by this, not just here in America. You know what I mean? There's other countries from, all over the place that are going to be affected by this at the pump, at the shelves, you know what I mean? And dealing with a lot. So, I mean, all I can say is don't forget the number one rule. Don't forget to love one another, man. Think about each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, do you really need 5 and 6 things of 8-pack toilet paper? You don't. Then what about the next person that comes along and is really needing it? Or what about, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you need to take every single thing of chicken and beef off the shelves?
And again, take care of your neighbors.
Take care of your neighbors. Check on your folks.
Family. Take care of your extended family.
Yeah, make sure you guys
maybe get a roaming list. Everybody has a list, and hey, if you see this, will you grab it for me? And I'll grab this for you. And we really just need to come together the next few months.
Yeah,
it's just stupid.
Please do. It's stupid.
And it's cold as hell.
Yeah, we ain't got no time for this, dude. Like, don't be that way. The truth. So, pushing on to that, I guess it's my turn for
is your turn.
Fishbowl topic. Let me go ahead and okay. See what we got here.
Please do a good one. Please do.
Well, so far he's here we go. Why do you think people love true crime shows and podcasts?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
a good one.
Because they secretly want to kill everybody. They're trying to figure
So-
out how to get away with murder.
So like, and I didn't know these things existed for a while. Like,
Really?
but they're like, yeah. So we just, well, not we, but me. I know just recently, probably over the past 4 or 5 months, started listening to Joe Rogan, and a lot of it, his commercials will be. Some of his commercials will be advertisements for other podcasts.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And so it's nothing for us to sit here and be like, I think there was one about some romance, and there was another one about some horror and murder mysteries.
Well, the other one was about that doctor.
Dr. Death.
Dr. Death.
Oh wow, we listened to that one.
So
What?
I didn't.
Oh, I
didn't.
must have listened to that one. I was sitting here, I was like, hey, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I listened to the whole thing, but I just listened to one, like an episode, was like, wow, this dude was.
That stuff is never intrigued me.
No, I don't know. I kind of like that.
I don't like watching crime shows, like fiction crime shows. Okay, occasionally Law and Order I can do.
Yeah.
I just really, I think my thing is like, I watch the news, and that's all the crime show I need to see. I've got cops doing crimes and people doing crimes, and I don't need to see anything else.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Well, people got podcasts about everything.
Then when it comes to my TV and my podcasts, I want info. I just want good information,
right.
or fun, or
Well, I think that nowadays, with people driving long length periods and stuff like that,
sure.
they want something other than just to talk. They want to be, intrigued when it comes
informed on how to get away with a murder.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
or not,
listening to,
because a lot of people don't get away with it.
That's true. And most of like, I'm telling you guys, listen to that Dr. Death. That's now a series, not a series, but it's a show.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm like, what's that one? Not Paramount. What's the other one?
I don't know. There's a million
Peacock.
of them.
Yeah, Peacock.
And we're paying more now than we ever did with cable. Cut the cord, my ass. We cut the cord and plugged in.
Cut the Wi-Fi is what it is. It's like
that's the truth.
Every time you turn around, oh, what's that on? Oh yeah, well this is the new Nord TV.
Well, it's like when we were trying to watch Yellowstone the other day. Okay, babe, we got to watch 8 episodes because it expires tomorrow. We got to watch 8 episodes in like 4 hours. It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah,
They're
it's
an hour each.
yeah, but that's our thing. No, seriously, like with the crime, with the podcast alone, it's for one, it takes a lot. You have to appreciate the hustle when it comes to like when people can put together the crime podcast. However, here's what I have a problem respecting: putting together the podcast that isn't visual. I have a problem respecting that because you can do a podcast like murder mystery crime podcast that's just audio. That doesn't really take that much effort but to get your audience engaged and stuff like that is where they can see you. However, go ahead, babe. What were you gonna say?
Well, no, I just think it's funny because some of these like murder mystery ones, it cracks me up because it just reminds me, especially when it's not, videoed. It's like, this is just radio 1920, right?
Yeah.
Like
War of the Worlds type stuff.
It's all it is. It's kind of cool, but I also will say that one of my favorite television shows that was out was the Steve Martin and Martin Short and what's her name?
Oh goodness, murder
Selena
something.
Gomez.
Yeah, it was murder
at the murder.
I can't remember.
Murders in the building only, or something like that.
Murderers in the building.
Only.
Murderers in the building.
Yeah.
I thought that was what it was. But now it was about a person who ran a podcast.
No, it was about a murder in the building, and then they started a podcast.
Because
it was a murder mystery. They were trying to solve who did it, and I loved it.
Yeah. But I mean, they're pretty good ones, though. You know what I mean?
It was, and that was funny because I'm like, because I always sit there and I'm like, oh, somebody's listening to their murder mystery.
Yeah,
but it was actually cool.
But I think when it comes to those like murder mystery or crime podcasts, I feel like those things can be like once every week. It shouldn't. That's not an everyday thing. Don't get me wrong; it'd be great to do the everyday thing.
Oh yeah, no, that's a once a week.
That's a once a week.
And they're a limited series. I mean, a lot of times it's like 9 episodes.
Yeah.
And then they go on to the next murder.
Yeah. So it's.
I mean, I guess if you're a Dateline person.
Yep.
Then that's for you, but I've never been that person.
You never know. Maybe us talking about it, we may do a special that's a 9-part series about a murder mystery or who done it.
It was Lisa.
Yeah, who done it? Dun, dun,
with her puppy teeth.
You know what I'm saying? And so
making mama get up all the time, seeing what she's got.
But yeah, that's like it's yesterday's episode.
I'm so
You may have
tired. I
noticed
keep
it.
yawning.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, it's late. We're recording a little late. My wife was up braiding my hair. You guys see she did her thing over here.
Well,
That's
and
it.
then we just didn't sleep well because somebody's still kennel training.
Yeah, we're still kennel training her, so there's a lot of whining and
it sounds like Zoe's being murdered.
yeah, it
I'll
does.
tell you that. She splits her voice into like 4 different barks, howls, and screams.
It gets a little crazy, but you know, we knew we got a puppy, so it's one of those things that's gonna happen. But no, seriously, the crime ones though, I think the crime ones they kind of remind me more of a audio Clue board game.
No,
you know what I mean? That
yeah.
board game Clue.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what Clue is, the board game, check it out. But Clue, they even came out with a movie on it. Clue is a board game that is literally a whodunit. Somebody gets murdered, everybody has a character, and everybody have different things, and they all have different scenarios, like where they were. And then next, you know, somebody gets murdered, and each person, I think it's one person, the detective, that has to go around trying to figure out who actually
Colonel Mustard in the drawing room with the candlestick.
Exactly. You have to figure out who did the murder. So there's that, you know, but now you have the crime podcast that makes you kind of think also. And it's like, I think it was so-and-so chilling in the bathroom who did it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But no, like when you're listening to these things like the podcast, I can tell, you know, like, hey, if you're driving or something like that, that would be something that you would really like to do, you know, to listen to. I
just think it would freak me out. But seriously, why do you think people like them so much? Like,
because
why do you think people are
I think
listening?
because it's new, because podcasts in general is literally a lot of just talk and people's opinions. You know what I mean? Now, when you have a themed podcast, a theme that's centered around like, hey, this is going to be a crime podcast. You know, some people like that auditory listening type thing, right? The auditory, like learners, I should say, but they really love the driving and like, I'm willing to bet it was so-and-so, you know, that hit him across the head when he walked through the door or something like that. But a lot of people may like that rather just getting away from the norm podcast or just to talk.
But why that versus just a normal podcast?
But that's what I'm saying. It's getting away from the norm of, because typical podcast is just, you know, talk about different topics.
Yeah.
And then at least with crime and more murder podcasts, it's like, hey, let me figure this out. It's something new. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's what I like, but
but I'm just saying, like, to me that's no different than like Dateline and stuff. So I guess it is
really?
Just
listen
you're
to
watching. Well, yeah, because Dateline doesn't reveal who it is. And you and I have watched a couple of Datelines and we're like, oh, the husband did it. And then you're like, oh God, maybe it was the son. And then you're like, well, there's a mistress, gotta be the husband.
But that's the same thing, right? Like it's the same thing as listening to podcasts, period. To where it's most of the time you listen to podcasts, you're driving anyway. So you're not, most people are like, hell, I didn't even know like NPR and all that other stuff until I met you. So,
I am such an NPR geek.
Yeah, so I didn't know any of that stuff until I met you. And now it's like, if we're driving, I may put on NPR. I'm like, oh, let's see what they talk about.
He's asleep. It's definitely on NPR.
Yeah, because NPR is how we found out about telemarketing.
Oh yeah, that was a great.
NPR is how we found out the history of telemarketing, and that one would blow your mind.
But to me, that's all podcasts are. It's just one, you know, it's listening to NPR.
Yeah.
Except it's, you know, we don't have to whisper and talk about sweaty balls.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. We're talk about.
SNL Joe.
I know what that is. But do you ever see us doing a crime podcast? Or like a murder mystery? I don't know. The more I talk about it, the more I'm like,
I really don't.
No?
No, well, I mean,
it's hard to do a visual one though. You know, like us sitting here on the video for YouTube.
Okay, are we talking, would it be the audio fiction or would it be real true crime kind of stuff?
Well, then most of them are the fiction anyway, right? The audio fiction. No. Really?
No.
Yeah.
It's like a good half and half.
Really?
Yeah.
Like some of it's real, some of it isn't?
Yeah.
Ours wouldn't be real. We ain't killing nobody.
Yeah,
I ain't saying we wouldn't want to, but I'm just saying we ain't killing nobody. You know what I'm saying? We ain't good
I
on
mean, I
like.
have a list.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm not divulging that information.
Not naming names.
Or
So
will I?
yeah, not naming names. So you can't
Tune
come
in
out
next week. Only the Misty knows.
Hey, whatever.
I
But-
mean, but to me, that's corny. Like I guess that's what I think. Maybe I should listen to one before I judge. But I'm just not into that. It's just not. I'm all rainbows and fun things and
Well, I think
pink hair.
I think
I'm
people
angry.
can get people like the intrigueness of it to where it's like, hey, I wonder who could have done this, or just hearing about wow. Now, don't get me wrong. I think these are the reasons I think it's stupid to listen to those type things. Because if you driving, especially if you're driving at night, you listen to a murder mystery.
Exactly.
It's like oh, let me put on this abandoned gas station where there's only one pump that's open with that. There's only pump that has a light on it.
And this is what I'm thinking about. So, long time ago, going to California for Christmas, and I was driving. It was 3 a.m. Deep in the heart of Texas. So everybody got that.
I got that.
It was 3 o'clock in the morning. Saturn was the closest it had been in a really long time.
Yeah.
And so like there was all these things going on. It was clear sky, just ranches, just a sea of cows. And I forgot what I was listening to, but it was NPR, something like that. Something Nori, this dude's name, I can't remember his name, but he would do like a 4-hour show
really
overnight on aliens, Middle Earth, everything's scary. And Richard Nori, I think was his name. And I just loved this, thing. And Devin was asleep in the back seat. My ex-husband was asleep. And he was just going off about the latest alien sightings and how Saturn was closer and this was going to happen and that was going to explode. And like, I would see lights twinkling in the distance. And if I saw car headlights, it would like freak me out. And something, I don't remember what happened, but I was just like, I pulled over and I was like, Dan, I need you to, I can't do this. I need you to wake up. I need you to stay awake with me. I'm freaked out.
Change the channel, woman. Do that. How about that?
Yeah, but back then, I mean, it's not like we had a CD player in the
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
It was nowhere Texas.
Yeah.
Didn't get it.
Yeah, no, you know what? You ain't gotta talk to me about nowhere Texas.
Yeah.
Because trust me, I understand. Texas is a big old state. And you driving at night, you can get real freaked out real quick.
That
Like
scary.
Texas is scary at night, man. Like ain't no street lights. Like, ain't this a highway?
No.
Like, ain't this a highway or something?
Yeah,
Like, you're like,
had that.
yeah. So, but no, seriously. But no, when you're listening to these things, that's what I was just talking about. When you're listening to these crime ones and murder ones,
Yeah, they can freak
they
you
can
out.
scare the hell out of
Well,
you,
and
especially when you're driving by yourself.
I think that goes to show you right there. It's the same. It's probably the same people that love haunted houses and scary movies.
That like to go in there and find out.
That love all that stuff.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you want to visit the Amityville Horror House? Yeah, let's go. No.
Okay, no, see, I can do that.
No, I
can't. What I mean is like, I can't go. I hate haunted houses where the guys with the chainsaw jumping out at
chasing you.
Yeah, because I know that they're not gonna come after me. But what if it's that one guy?
Yeah.
It's that one guy that's like, I got nothing else to live for. And just decides to chop me up.
Wife.
But walking into a haunted house does
divorce,
not scare me at all.
Yeah, I don't. My thing is in a haunted house.
You see what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I can deal with real spirits. I can't deal with people pretending.
I can't deal with the mirrors in a haunted house. I can't do it.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a maze. So like, if you get like tons of mirrors in a haunted house and you're trying to find your way out, it's sometimes it's like, all right, look, what this? Okay, I don't know. I seen a picture, and then especially if you see somebody in the mirror with you, you like, okay, that's what we doing. Okay, what we doing? Because see, I don't do too well in situations like that. It's like, hey, that's a mirror. No, that's broken glass. Because all that is like, no, I don't play that, bro. Somebody right next to me, like, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
See,
so it's like, nope.
Like
You can. The next sound you're gonna hear is me bust through the glass. I'm gonna see y'all fucking around. I don't do that.
That's not cool.
I don't do that. So, but when you start talking about murder mysteries and things like that, because most podcasts they do the murder mystery and stuff like that, they have the sounds that go with it.
Yeah.
And anybody who knows, I mean, most of the time in a horror movie, it ain't the act of them dying, it's the sound that you hear or the jump scare, right?
Yeah.
That's the one that gets you, the jump scare.
The door slamming.
The door slamming, or somebody walking up like, hey, you know what I'm saying, to get you.
Breaking.
Yeah, the disc breaking, and then finally, because
Yeah.
now the jump scares is like the disc breaking, you jump, and you're like, oh, it's over. Nope, and you turn around, and that's where the killer is. Like the disc breaking was just to get your attention
diverted.
Exactly, and then now next thing you're like, oh my God, he got him.
See, and that's what I'm saying. It's just not. I don't know.
Yeah, but
maybe we'll try one time.
Yeah, we may take a look in the future, like, hey, DMY's murder mystery special. Maybe Halloween time.
I was about to say maybe
Halloween time.
Kind of fun.
But DMY's Bootacular. No, it's too corny. It's too corny. I saw the look on your face when I said it. Bootacular.
As if us just doing a fiction murder mystery isn't corny enough, because that would be god awful. That would be like the Haunted Honeymoon.
Yeah.
Gilda Radner, Gene Wilder, like 1987 kind of stuff right there.
Well, with us, we don't do anything unless we do it big. So, I mean, we figure it out. We
now I gotta put on that movie so you can watch it.
Yeah, mostly I missed the reference. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have not seen it. I apologize.
And then we can do Ball in the Jack. Another reference we get after you watch the movie.
Yeah.
That's what we call Ball in the Jack.
Yeah, I'd have to watch the movie. Clearly, that's what it is, folks. But
anyways, let us know
how
you like true crime series or murder mystery podcasts.
Yeah, podcasts. We just couldn't get into it. I mean, we just can't.
It's not my thing.
Especially, like I said, especially not driving alone or even with somebody. It's like, if me and you were driving and I woke up and I went to sleep and I woke up and as we listened to it, I'm like, oh, okay, so R&B and rap it is. You got your damn mind thinking we rolling like this.
Babe,
like, no.
we're in the desert.
Like, no, I'm not doing
this exit.
Not doing it.
Nowhere.
Not doing it. We already went through this when we was driving.
Let me show you what I could do with a cactus.
When we was driving over to Hoover Dam, right? It was like, no, we need something light. To quick pick us up and go from there. But
scary.
It was. But no, give us hit us up on email or Gmail, dmypodcast@gmail.com. See how we got to change the subject there? Like that's creepy, yeah. But time to go. So crypto.com, NFTs. You guys make sure you type in Missy. You guys can check out our NFTs there. Crypto Cookie, a bunch of good ones. Yin Yang Tiki, really love it.
Oh,
so DMWatchPodcast.com. You guys check us out on all the streaming services, Doge, AMC, Shiba, and Saitama. You guys also know, understand once again, with this Ukraine and all this other stuff going on, it's affecting stocks like a mug. Crypto is even taking a dive and all that, but however, as with everything, it's back and forth. I said, ride the wave. Nisa says hello to you guys, and so does Scar. He's like right down there looking at me. That was Nisa, but okay, that's fine. But anyway, signing off for DMY Podcast, baby.
I missed you.
And that was Nisa. She's looking at me like I am not Scar.
Later.
Yeah, we'll talk to you guys later. We'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.